Hello, please enjoy the video of the deer that I took right before I made this video. It was in my backyard and I've never seen one up close to the fence that close. So enjoy. Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Angela and I love to stitch on Ada. Therefore, my name is Angela the Ada Lover. Clever, huh? There is something on my screen. It made me look like I had a black mark going down my face. It's just on the screen of my phone. So this is gonna be probably a really short FlossTube because I haven't really done, I've only worked on one thing this week because I think it's just been a week. I was gone for 3 days of the past week, so maybe that's why I just haven't had a chance to work on many other things. I'll tell you what I did though. We left last Friday and went to my son's college, and he is in a fraternity, and they have every, like, usually in the fall and in the spring, they have a parents' weekend where they just kind of do, they usually have like a dinner, and then they do like awards and recognize, you know, graduating seniors or whatever, and then they have some things they do beforehand and after. Anyway, so the one in the fall was canceled because they didn't feel like it was safe to have it, and they weren't going to have one in the spring, but then I got an email saying they decided to have it. It was like a month's notice. And it turned out that it was actually on my husband's birthday, and he really wanted to go. So the big plan was for them to go play golf. We went on Friday, actually, and took my son and a whole bunch of his friends, brothers in his fraternity, his roommates, his girlfriend. We would take them out to dinner as like an early graduation dinner for him because my son's graduating in 2 weeks. And he's really ready to be out of college. I mean, he loves college, but he's ready to stop studying because his major is really hard. So anyway, we went out to dinner on Friday, and then on Saturday, they were gonna go play golf and do, like, you know, male bonding stuff, and I was just gonna go shopping. Well, it was like a rainy day everywhere, and so that got canceled. But you know what? Then it stopped raining, and we got to spend some time with my son, and we did a little bit of shopping, and then we got to do the whole parents thing, and then we went someplace else afterwards for like a happy hour. It was a really fun time. We got to spend some good quality time with my son, and then he said, like, the next 3 weeks until he graduates he's putting his head down and getting through because he is in engineering and it's a lot. So we didn't come back until like Sunday late afternoon, and we were just so tired, and so I just didn't really do much of anything. And then Tuesday, I didn't really do much of anything because my husband was having a, like, not dinner party, but he was having some people from his work come to our house because they were in town for a meeting. And so I had to do a lot of cleaning, and like, he wanted me to mop the front and back porches because they had pollen all over them. And well, you saw the video last week, a picture of that pollen. It was still everywhere. And I was so tired, and then I had to go pick up my niece from the airport, which is like 45 minutes away. Anyway, I was exhausted that day, and there was not much stitching done except for maybe a little bit in the morning. So I really did just work on one thing. And that is all I've been doing. And today I've been stitching more and stitching a little bit more on this project, and also doing a little reorganization, and I'll show you that too if you're interested. So I hope you're doing well. I hope that, you know, that you're safe and healthy, and that you're enjoying the last few days of April before we hit May. I'm going to talk about, I say a lot, so excuse me. I'm going to show you the project that I was working on, and then I'm going to talk about Mania plans. I don't really have a plan, so I might be like kind of feeling out the, anyway. Okay, so I don't know what I'm saying. So what I've been working on is this heaven and earth design, and I have changed my mind so much on all these full coverage pieces that I've been doing. I have flip-flopped, and the way that I stitch and the fabric that I'm stitching on, and I'm feeling my way. I'm trying to figure out, because I've not ever really done a full coverage piece before, so this is my very first heaven and earth design, Haid, whatever, and I'm just learning as I go, and I watch videos and I learn from those. Thank goodness people put lots of videos on how-tos and stuff, because I would not know. That's how I've learned. I watch the videos over and over and over again until I figure it out. So the piece I've been working on is this one right here. And excuse the blinds are like right in front of me, and so you'll see that glare. But this is called Katie and Cruncher, and it is by Hannah Lynn, and she's a girl hugging a shark. I mean, because who doesn't want to hug a shark? Me. I don't want to hug a shark. They scare me, but I like them. Told you that in the last video too. Okay, so let me show you where I'm at. And then I'm going to talk about this for a little bit, okay? So that's all I've done. Oh, and my needle minder is, of course, the Jaws needle minder that I got from not Heaven and Earth Design, from Mad About Minders. I thought that it was fitting on this piece. So this is, let me put this down, this part of the pattern. My tablet doesn't keep the screen on very long. Okay, so basically the part that I've worked on is like just right up there in that corner a little bit. So I've got a lot more to go. I'm only like 2%. I think I've got, I wanna say like 3,000 stitches in it already. 3,034 stitches. It says I'm 2.38% complete. So it's gonna be a while, but I really enjoy doing it. And I don't know if it's because it has all that black kind of fill-in spaces. So, but I've changed my way that I'm doing it. So when I first started this and I got the fabric, I decided that I wanted to try the Easy Grid fabric, which I have one other project that I'm doing on, but I wish that all my other kits, like the full coverage pieces, I wish I had a piece of Easy Grid fabric for all of them. For all of them, because that's what I prefer. So some of those ones that I don't have, I don't know if I'm actually will end up doing them. I don't know how to grid myself. I guess I could watch a video and learn. But let me just show you what I did on this to begin with. Okay, so when I got the fabric, the only color that I had for this project was black. So I started with the black. There are like 35,000 black stitches in this project. And I just think it looks cool. Like, I think her hair looks cool. That's what drew me in the shark. That drew me to this pattern. But so I started just doing the black. I was like, okay, I'll just do the black and I'll fill it in. So When I first started, I was doing, this is 18 count fabric, and I was doing, I decided I was gonna do it in tent stitch because that seemed easier to me and it might go faster. So I started using I started using 3 strands, or 4, I don't know. I started with 1 and then I thought it was too thick. And then I started with 4 strands. So I just take 2 strands out and double them over. And I started doing that and I was like, I feel like this is too thick. And then I started using 3 strands and just pulling out 3 strands because I didn't know other way to do it, and cutting them in half, and that was a very tedious thing. And then I couldn't do the loop start, which I really like. So I started using 3 strands and I felt like I wasn't getting enough coverage. And you can kind of see, like in these areas right here, with this black, that's 3 strands. And then this like red color, that's 3 strands, but I just didn't feel like I was getting the coverage that I wanted to have. So then I decided to go just to full crosses with using 2 strands. So I basically, now all I have to do is pull 1 strand out and double it over, and there's my 2 strands. And I can do the loop start and everything's great. And it's, I mean, yes, it takes more time, but it's not as tedious, like getting the thread out and everything. I don't know. And I feel like I can keep track of it better. Okay, so like I said, I did this black first, and then as I'm filling in, I decided that I was going to try to learn how to do the diagonal stitching. And so I learned on Pattern Keeper how to put the diagonal lines on your pattern so you can see it. And so I'm just kind of going, you know, like up this way and down. I don't know how I'm doing it, to be honest with you. Right now, I'm starting right here and I'm going up this way. And then of course I'll have to skip all those because I've already done them. But I will get to a point where, you know, everything's new. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Diagonal, and I'm doing like 1 little row at a time. So I'll start and I just do like that one, and then those 2, and those 3, those 4. It's a lot of changing out it's a lot of rethreading, which is kind of a pain, but it's slower, but also I feel like I make a lot less mistakes. And with this being my first one, and then with the easy grid, I just feel like I think I like this way of stitching. Does anyone else do the diagonal? I don't know. What would you do in this pattern when there's so much black? Would you like fill in all the black and then fill it in with the color? Because these colors are not really, they're really kind of confetti. You can't really tell, but there's a lot of different colors. There's a lot of different reds in there. But anyway, that's what I'm doing now. So as it stands, this is a mix of tent stitch using 4 strands, 3 strands, and full crosses with 2 strands. That's what it is. I did a lot of talking with this in front of my face. So that's pretty much everything that I worked on this week. And I ordered another piece of the Easy Grid fabric because I have a project that another one that I want to do. I don't have the thread or anything for it. No, wait, I do. It's a Gecko Rouge, and it doesn't come with the gridded fabric in 18 count, and I only do 18 count. I haven't tried anything else, and I don't think I will because I can see this. It works for me. This works for me. And that is Ada. Okay, so let me show you what I decided to do on the organization. Okay, I have gone back and forth with organizing my threads. my floss, whatever. And I've tried different things. I've tried those bobbins. I've tried the floss away bags. I've bought a couple of other like doohickeys. Oh, the thread drops on a ring. I've tried a lot of them, I guess, just trying to find what works best for me. And I've gone back to one that I got a year ago that I think is going to be the best, especially for this project, and probably, you know, ones that have like a lot of confetti or whatnot. But it's Annie's Keepers. I love these things. Now, part of the reason why I did not get much stitching done, besides being gone, is because I was reorganizing all of these things. I had these in so many different bags and just spread out and just like random floss over them. So I took all of them that I had and took all of the projects that I wasn't working on or just leftovers or whatever, had to get them all, and I have over 100 of them because I ordered like, I want to say 100 the first time. There was like there was a starter kit that has 50 in it, and I ordered that to begin with, and then I went back and placed, I think, another order for 100. So I guess in all, I probably have like 150 somewhere in this house. So these are called Annie's Keepers, and these are like the keepers, I guess, is what you would call them. So these like slide out, okay, and then they pop, and they're supposed to like kind of pop back in. I'm sure y'all have seen these before. And they kind of pop back in, and these thingies are project, these are for projects, okay? So like if you have a project, you put, you know, all of the threads in order, or whatever order makes sense for you, and I just like do this and then throw them in the bag or just whatever. And it keeps them all nice and neat. And so then when I need you know, like one strand of floss, I just take the needle and put it up under here and just pull it up from this little knot and just pull up and then pull one thread or floss out. Yeah. Okay, so I've got these, and then I've got, so I can fit 15 on one of these. And so I've got six of these ready to go. And I'm really just kind of going through, I have all the floss sitting over here on the floor that goes, there's like 90 colors in this project. I'm really just, as I get to the section, if it's a color that I haven't used, and then that's when I will go ahead and cut them into the length that I want. And when I cut into the length, I usually pull the end out of the skein and pull it out to like my arm's length, like into like the middle of my chest. That's how long the length I'm using. Look at my bat wing. That's so gross. Anyway, I pull it out, and then I actually hold it and pull it out again, and then I cut it, and then anyway. So that's the length I'm dealing with. And then I do all that, and then I put them on here, and then it's done. I don't have to do it again, but I'm doing it as I go instead of all at one time, just because I think that's easier. Now, if I have, and then I have these other things that if I have any other little scrap pieces, or I have to end, or like I end the floss because, if I have to end it, like if there's just like 1 stitch or 2 stitches and there's like not any more for like until like on the other side of the chart or the project, then I'll just end it, and then I'll have like a little piece that's not as long, but I want to save it because, you know, in case I run out or something. Then I ordered these things from Amazon. They're like little flexible plastic kind of cards. Anyway, and so I just get stickers and I write the color and put the little spare pieces on here. So I've got those sitting around for this project. And you know, if I see that I need a color, then I'll look and see if I have that color already done up, because I've got these too. And so that's my method on doing that. But what I like about the Annie's Keepers also, and let me be right back. I'm going to show you. They also have these things, and these are old ones. This is one that had something else on it, so this doesn't apply to this project. But these, and these can go in. This is your storage ones. So these sliders are for the project ones that just go in the project bag or whatever. But these are ones for storage. So if you have a ton of floss and you want to store your floss, then you can use these. And then like when you have a project, you can just easily, you know, you can put them in like numerical order or whatever. You can go in and you know, just kind of pull out the one you want. You don't have to slide them all off. Also, they kind of twist out. So you can take one like from the middle. You don't have to slide them. Oops, it just came out. You don't have to slide them all off. You can twist them off from the middle. And anyway, what I like about it is that these will go down in like a file cabinet or like a filing box, and everything's nice and neat, and it's hanging up. And there's a little, like the filing box, I mean, it's usually like my length that I cut off will kind of drag on the bottom of the box a little bit, but I don't have any problems with them getting all tangled up, and it just keeps them neat. And you can go in and like your filing cabinet or filing box and just kind of find your color or look and see if you have one, and it's just a good storage. I like it. Now I have, how many of these do I have? I think I have like 10 of these, and I have not, I had started the organization. I hadn't started the organization for storage yet. I'm just really working on the projects right now because I don't have, first of all, I don't have 400 of these things, but I'm gonna order some more. Not yet, I'm gonna order, there's like a set with like 300 in them, I think. I'm gonna order those, and then I'll order some later on. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I really like these things, and they work well for me. And another thing you can do with these is if you have a smaller project and you don't want to, I'll just do it with this one, and you don't want to, you know, carry around this thing. I mean, you can take a ring and just, oops, put them on like, you know, carry around like that. Pretty cool, huh? And I do have some rings like this, some smaller rings that I might use, but this is one, I think this came with this came with the starter set, this ring. So I like the fact that you can also use this because they have that hole on the top. 2 holes. Now, you can do you can use other things with the ring as thread drops that are pretty affordable, which I've used before. I ordered these like gift tags from Amazon, and I punched holes in them, and that's what I used. There's that thick cardstock, and so I used those. but you can't, they don't slide into, then you can't use these things. And I don't know, I like having it like all out in line for me. It's easier for me to find like the color and stuff. And then when I get them all done, I can put them like in numerical order, and it'll be easy for me to find each color when I need it, because it just will come up. I don't have to put I said this is gonna be a really short video, and I'm just going on and on about these Annie's keepers, but I just put the number of the floss. I don't put like the symbol or anything. So that's what I've been doing. Let me just throw these down here. Okay, so Mania plans. I think what I really want to do, and I'm sure there'll be other things, is I want to keep working on this project. I really want to keep working on this project. So I am going to, but I need to focus on, I want to use May to focus on one that I need to finish. And so I'm going to be working on the Napoleon Dynamite sampler. And this is what I'm going to say I'm going to do. I'm going to work on Napoleon Dynamite at least 21 days in May, because it's 2021. At least 21 days in May, and I'm saying at least 21 days because there are some days I'm going to be out of town. Graduation and some other things coming up, and then I probably will not be able to work on it at all. And so it's not realistic for me to say every day. It's just not. So I figure I can take 10 days away, and that should cover it. That's like every weekend, I guess. So at least 21 days during the month of May for 21 minutes. I probably will work on it more. You know what? Let me just, should I show you what I've done on Napoleon? Okay. I'm only turning the camera this way because I don't want you to see my butt. I'm sorry. I just didn't think that that's a view that you really wanted to see. Here I am. Okay, so this is the Napoleon Dynamite sampler that I'm talking about. And I did finish the dress down here. So I've got like just this bottom part to do. There's like 3, 4 or 5 different pictures, and then the wording, and then the rest of the border. I really need to work on this because, like I said in another video, this is for my son, and I was supposed to have finished it by his birthday last year, and we're approaching his birthday this year. And I just need to get closer. And so our Mania is going to be focusing on this piece. This is going to be my Mania focus piece. 21 days in May for 21 minutes each of those days, at least. And maybe I'll do more, probably. And then my full coverage, this is my non-full coverage focus piece, and then my full coverage focus piece will be the Katie and Cruncher. And that's it. That's it. Not very exciting, and this is boring. But if you have made a Mania plans, I love watching the Mania plans videos. I think they're fun. And I get to see there's so many different ways that people approach this. And I know that there's like this story about how I got started, and it was like a new start every day, or 15 starts during the month or whatever. I am going to start, I think I just decided I am going to start something new too. I'm going to have one new start. That's it. And I don't know when that's going to be. And that's going to be in May. And I may make, you know what, the thing is about thing about this is I can make up my own rules because everybody does things so differently during this time that I can just make up my own rules and I can just follow them or not. But I really would like to stick to that that main Napoleon Dynamite plan, because like I said, I need to get that one. I need to get that one done. I've worked on it long enough. And there's just so many things. There's so many things I want to do. So these plans could change, but these are my, plans for now. So, and I stink at plans, y'all. I do. I'm terrible at plans. So that's about it. Did I get anything else? Did I get any haul? I got all my floss for this project, for the Katie and Cruncher project. So that was like my main haul. Oh, and then I got some, going back to this one, this fabric was fraying so badly. I mean, I was like, if I keep working on this without doing something about these edges, then I'm not gonna have any more fabric left. And so I ordered some of the fray check, and I got it I ordered it when I ordered all the floss from 123 Stitch, and I just put it along the edges. It was a nice day, and I sat outside and it dried really quickly, and that's been like a huge like fabric saver. So I have to have that fray check, or I don't know, or my fabric will keep unraveling because I think only one side of that fabric was serged. Is that the word, serged? I ordered another piece of fabric, but I'm not sure I can't remember the size I got, and I'm not sure if the project that I want to start is going to fit on it. So I will show you in another video. And that fabric is going to be for my new start. And there may be, and then, those are the things I want to do. And then does it mean that that's all I'm going to do? No, because I'm just like that. I will switch. It's just really, because I stitch on what I want to stitch. If I get sick of working on something, then I'm like, I don't want to work on this today. I can't. I'm going to work on something else. And that's fine. I will do that too. Like, I might get sick of Katie and Cruncher and work on the sea turtle one that I haven't done anything else on. And so I've got all these patterns, and but now I'm like, I don't want to do them without the easy grid, because that just helps me in the counting and stuff. So, okay. I'm on a lot of words, so I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, and I hope y'all are doing good, and I hope you have a good rest of the week, and thanks for watching me again. I appreciate it. Bye.